أكتوبر والشهور اللي بعد كده في كل ما التقينا بهم من المسؤولين إن الأزمة اللي احنا شايفينها وبنعيشها هي أزمة ناتجة مش فقط على عمل أو عنف متبادل بين الطرفين، هو فقد للأمل في إيجاد حل للدولة الفلسطينية للشعب الفلسطيني. أنا أقدر أقول إيه للرأي العام المصري ولن أتكلم على الرأي العام العربي أو الإسلامي أو العالمي. أقول له إيه لو طلب منه أو ما يتردد على إنه ممكن يتم تهجير الفلسطينيين إلى مصر. أنا أتصور إن أنا، وطبعا أنا يعني بقول فرضية نظرية، لو قلت ده معناه عدم استقرار للأمن القومي المصري ولا الأمن القومي العربي في منطقتنا. المهم جدا إن الناس اللي بتسمعنا تعرف إن في هنا في منطقتنا أمة لها موقف في هذا الأمر. أنا موجود في مكاني أو مشيت منه، لها موقف في هذا الأمر. الظلم التاريخي اللي وقع على الفلسطينيين وتم تهجيرهم قبل كده ولم يرجعوا إلى مناطق ثبت أو سبق التأكيد لهم إن هم ممكن يرجعوا تاني بعد ما يتم تعميرها. هل ممكن الكلام ده يتكرر مرة تاني؟ أنا ما افتكرش. وبقول إن الشعب المصري لو أنا طلبت منه هذا الأمر هيخرج كله في الشارع المصري ويقول لي لا، لا تشارك في ظلم، أنا بقولها بمنتهى الوضوح. ترحيل وتهجير الشعب الفلسطيني من مكانه هو ظلم لا يمكن أن نشارك فيه. السيدات والسادة الحضور، تطرقت وفخامة الرئيس روتو إلى الأوضاع في السودان الشقيق، حيث تبادلنا الرأي حول سبل إنهاء الصراع الجاري، وأكدنا على أهمية السماع والعمل المشترك بين مصر وكينيا من أجل التوصل إلى حلول جادة للأزمة بما يضع حدا للمعاناة الإنسانية التي يمر بها المواطنون السودانيين، ويفتح المجال أمام حوار سياسي يلبي تطلعات وآمال الشعب السوداني الشقيق في الأمن والاستقرار. وقد تباحثت كذلك مع أخي فخامة الرئيس حول آخر تطورات ملف نهر النيل، حيث شددت على الوضعية الدقيقة لمصر التي تعاني من ندرة مائية حادة، وأكدت على دعمنا الكامل للاحتياجات التنموية المشروعة لدول حوض النيل، بما يستدعي التنسيق الإيجابي فيما بيننا لضمان عدم الإضرار بأي طرف. واتفقت الرؤى فيما بيننا على أن نهر النيل يحمل الخير الكثير والكثير من الفرص التنموية الواعدة لجميع دوله، تم التوافق بينهم على تحقيق التعاون بنوايا صادقة وفقا لقواعد القانون الدولي ذات الصلة. أخي فخامة الرئيس ويليام روتو، لقد أسعدني لقاؤكم اليوم، وأنني لا أتطلع إلى المزيد من التعاون الوثيق بين بلدينا تلبية لمصالح الشعبين الشقيقين، متمنيا للشعب الكيني الشقيق كل الخير والاستقرار تحت قيادتكم الحكيمة، وأجدد الترحيب بكم في بلدكم الثاني مصر. شكرا جزيلا.
Your Excellency, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, distinguished guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to be in this remarkable country at a historic moment that marks 60 years of deep, strong, and enduring diplomatic relations between Kenya and Egypt. I extend my very heartfelt gratitude to my dear brother, President Abdel el-Sisi, for the warm and generous hospitality accorded to me and my delegation. The people of Kenya send their warm regards and best wishes to our Egyptian brothers and sisters for the new year and for the years ahead. Over the years, Egypt has remained one of Kenya's most valuable and dependable strategic partners. The depth of our historic ties dates back to establishment of Kenya's second diplomatic mission in Cairo in 1964 and has set the foundation for this enduring friendship. Today, I am pleased to announce that both our countries are committed to elevating our relations to a strategic and comprehensive partnership that will bring even greater opportunities for our peoples and our economies. And the signing of the declaration by both President El-Sisi and myself is a confirmation that this foundation is now firm and the road ahead is assured. During this visit, we have made significant progress in expanding our areas of cooperation. Following successful negotiations during the 7th session of Kenya-Egypt Joint Commission for Cooperation held in Nairobi last year, we have signed 4 key memoranda of understanding in maritime security, veterinary services, electricity and renewable energy, and fine arts. And building on that momentum, I am pleased to announce, as you have seen, that we have now concluded an additional 12 memoranda of understanding, expanding our cooperation into political consultation, diplomatic training, investment cooperation, gender equality, maritime partnership, youth empowerment, higher education, and science and technology. Also included is telecommunication and IT, space cooperation, governance and sustainable development, as well as housing, construction, and urban development. These agreements will strengthen trade, investment, education, and technological exchange, unlocking immense opportunities for both our nations. Further, discussions are at an advanced stage to finalize critical agreements in customs cooperation, security, tourism, mining, blue economy, sports development, and groundwater agreement. I trust that we shall swiftly conclude all the pending matters and have the MOUs come into force as soon as practicable. This will further reinforce our shared vision for economic transformation and sustainable development for the benefit of our peoples. Your Excellency, my dear brother, to further strengthen business relations, I have proposed the establishment of a joint business council to enhance bilateral ties and explore new trade and investment opportunities in sectors of mutual interest. Mr. President, as you are aware, in June last year, the tripartite free trade agreement, TFTA, that brings together the East African Community, SADC, and COMESA, to which both Kenya and Egypt belong, came into force, giving us the opportunity to expand business, trade, investment opportunities by our two countries to a population of close to 720 million people in this tripartite free trade agreement area. Your Excellency, as you know, we have also discussed measures to eliminate trade barriers, streamline regulations, and simplify customs procedures to create more predictable and efficient trading environment for our business communities in matters to do with tea, in sugar, and in many of the other commodities that our two nations are engaged in. By addressing challenges such as delayed payments and supply chain inefficiencies, we will unlock economic resilience and shared prosperity. Your Excellency, Kenya and Egypt have long collaborated in the promotion of peace and security in Africa. Our defense cooperation agreement has seen over 70 Kenya Defense Forces officers undergo training in Egyptian military facilities, reinforcing our shared commitment to regional security. We recognize that peace is the foundation of progress and must work together to advance stability, particularly in regions affected by conflict. And as I commended to you, Mr. President, we commend your efforts, your participation, and your leadership in the situation in Gaza and all the other hotspots around this region. And you have our commitment, our partnership, our prayers and support as you undertake that huge responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, I commended my dear brother, President al-Sisi, for his strong leadership in promoting security and stability in Middle East and North Africa, including his tireless efforts in securing a ceasefire and facilitating humanitarian aid into Gaza. Kenya fully supports a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and remains committed to the UN Security Council Resolution 2728 of last year, which calls for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire. We also discussed Egypt's steadfast support for peace efforts in Somalia under the Africa Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, as well as its role in mediation efforts in Sudan and South Sudan. Kenya and Egypt will continue working together to ensure stability in our region, coordinated through the African Union, IGAD, and other regional mechanisms to maximize the impact of peace efforts in our neighborhood. Looking forward, Kenya undertakes to work with Egypt in all the other areas that are of mutual interest, and I did inform my brother of Kenya and Kenya's nomination of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga as its candidate for the chairperson of Africa Union Commission, and continue to seek the collaboration and partnership as we have done in the past for support of our candidates. Further, we discussed the need for urgent reforms within the Africa Union to make its structures more efficient and fit for purpose. And as a champion of Africa reform of our institution, its agencies and organs, I reported to my brother the progress that has been made and the interventions that are on the way, and that I will be presenting a comprehensive report on the reform of our institution to make it fit for purpose. As we all know that our continent is slowly becoming the theater of terrorism and conflict. And unless and until we have a coherent, cohesive, and well-thought-out plan on how to deal with the challenges of conflict and terrorism, our continent will continue to suffer the weight of underdevelopment, and no meaningful engagement, development, trade, investment, or progress can be achieved in our continent until together we harmonize our thoughts and revamp the peace and security architecture in our continent. And the place to start is at the Africa Union. And we will be presenting steps on how together as a continent, even as we participate in securing stability and peace in other regions of the world, including what President Sisi is doing in Gaza and what Kenya is doing in Haiti. But together we must refocus on what we can do in our continent continent and in our region to secure the stability of our region so that we can engage in what is most important to our people, matters development, progress, industrialization, job creation, dealing with food security, and securing our continent. Furthermore, we agreed on the importance of strengthening the Africa Union institutions and ensuring that its organs and agencies are more responsive to Africa's needs. Egypt, ladies and gentlemen, hosts a vibrant Kenya diaspora community of professionals, students, business people, and skilled workers. Kenya deeply values their contribution to our country's development and appreciates the hospitality and support extended to them by the Egyptian government. This visit has been a reaffirmation of the strong friendship between Kenya and Egypt. We have made substantial progress in strengthening our economic, security, and diplomatic ties, and I am confident that our partnership will continue to thrive. I informed my brother that later this evening we will be holding a virtual meeting of the East African community to discuss the deteriorating situation in Eastern DRC and to try and refocus our attention and all the resources we have towards securing what is slowly becoming a humanitarian crisis in the middle of our continent. And I welcomed President Sisi's support, leadership, and whatever else Egypt can do to assist us secure the issues in that part of the world. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm truly proud to have come to Egypt, and my brother President Sisi reminded me that this is the first ever state visit by a Kenyan president in the 60 years of our relations, and I want to thank him for making this possible. Thank you very much. Shukran Chalizan. God bless you, and see you in Nairobi, Mr. President.
The mystery.